My name is Robert Height. I'm President and CEO of the Glendale Chamber of Commerce, and I'll be your MC this morning. And on behalf of Vision Capital Partners, we welcome you here today. Thank you for attending this groundbreaking for this project of many, which will be here in the Urban 95 development, the Cardinal 95 apartments. As we begin, I would like to acknowledge a few dignitaries and special guests here with us today, so bear with because we've got a lot of great people in attendance. First and foremost, Mr. Ed Bailey, so thank you very much, Ed. John Croak, Jerry Moyes, Tommy Fisher, the Honorable Mayor Jerry Weiers, Council Member Joyce Clark of the Yucca District, and we're right here in her district, Jim Tofel, Peter Swingle. We have several Chamber of Board members in attendance, and excuse me, I'm going to come back to those. We also have Council Member Ray Malnar with us. Council Member Malnar, thank you. Council Member Ian Hugh, Vice Mayor Jamie Aldama, Council Member Bart Turner. From the City of Glendale, I believe our City Manager Kevin Phelps walked in. I thought I saw him right there, so City Manager Kevin Phelps, everyone. Brian Friedman and Jesse Peterson from Economic Development, good to see you. The Glendale Chamber is here to represent and support Ed in this project, so we have several Chamber Board members. Ron Castro, Linda Vesio, Bobby Magdaleno, Jessica Perry, Jerry Cunningham, Yvonne Knacht, and Marcy Aguero. So thank you very much from our Chamber Board for being here to support this project. And I know there's a number of other probably key staff and other folks that are here today. Vision Capital Partners has been investing in Glendale for over 20 years and has invested hundreds of millions of dollars in the city, helping to develop the Westgate Entertainment Center and Zinhero. Ed Bailey is the founding member and managing partner of Vision Capital Partners, and an amazing guy who is here with us this morning. John Froke, where are you, John? John's over here. John Froke, Glendale's former planning director for over 20 years and now represents Vision Capital Partners as a planning consultant, and since 2019 has been assisting Ed Bailey on the approvals for Cardinal 95 apartments. Ed would like to make sure, John, that he thanks you, and we thank you for all your support on this project. Vision Capital Partners is a proud member of the Glendale Chamber of Commerce and the community. We look forward to working with Urban 95 on the rest of the development as they develop over the next few years. At this time, I would like to introduce Jim Tofel, President of Tofel Dent Construction, who will be the general contractor for the first phase of 198 apartments, pool, clubhouse, and the surrounding roads through the Urban 95 project. Please welcome Jim.
Thank you. I didn't know I was going to be going first. So I met Ed in January of 2020, and we made introductions with each other. And he starts talking to me about this great project he has in Glendale. He says the plans are done. He's got a funding commitment from HUD. They're going to fast track it, and we should be in the ground in 3 months. So here we are. 2 years later, we would all be here. If we actually did start in 3 months, we would be here right now doing a ribbon cutting. But this business is a tough business. It is much tougher than most people think. You know, over the last couple of years, Ed has had to balance requirements from the City of Glendale, from the lender, from HUD, the Green Energy Rater, the architect and engineers, from us. There's all these different competing requirements on, you know, how this thing happens, and trying to balance all that and get it to this point is a huge challenge, and it's not for the faint of heart. And I was thinking about, you know, he was involved in this for 2 years or so before we started, and you need to just think about what has changed in the last 2 years since we first got involved. We've been through a pandemic. We have a new president. We've had, you know, we're dealing with inflation, labor issues, all sorts of things like that. And we've had, you know, even though the project hasn't started, you know, I feel like we've been through the meat grinder a couple times. I have what I like to call come to Jesus moments, where we go in talking about issues and honestly not knowing if the project's going to move forward when we go into those meetings. And, you know, we figure it out together as a team, and we get through it, and here we are. So, you know, as we move from one phase of a project to another phase of the project, which is building it, and he's handing the baton over to our team, we're going to build a really nice project. The finishes are going to be top-notch. Quality is going to be excellent. It's going to be a safe project. Safety is paramount. And we're going to do our darndest to make sure this thing happens on time. It's a very challenging environment we're in right now. I'd like to quickly introduce my team that's going to be here. Jim Noller is our project manager. Mike Swick is going to be the superintendent on site, and Alex Pinion is our project engineer. And so, Ed, appreciate your confidence in us. We're excited to be involved in this project, and I'm looking forward to making it a very successful project. Thank you.
Thanks, Jim. Now, if you will please help me to welcome Peter, president of Athena Studio, the architect on this project, who will share a few words.
Well, Ed, I didn't think it would be 4 years since you darkened my door the first time, but here we are. You know, I tell people in a lot of ways that you don't have to be the smartest person in the room, you just have to be the most persistent, and that's gotten me through a lot of tough times, and but that definitely is applied for this project. But I'm glad we're here. I'm glad the weather's cooperating. It's not cloudy like it was yesterday. I'm really excited about this. You've been great through the process, and you kind of let me have a free hand in this project, which I don't get to do a lot since I do a lot of affordable housing. My hands are tied in the design, so I appreciate you being able to you know, give me that run at it, and I think it's going to be a fantastic project. And I always love coming out during construction and hearing the sawdust being made and smelling it and getting it in there. So Jim, I'm looking forward to that with you guys. It's always exciting, you know, you get that moment, that honeymoon moment when you kick off, and then we get in, like you said, the meat grinder of, oh, well, what have we got here? How do we solve this problem? How do we solve that problem? But, you know, I have confidence that everyone is the utmost professional, and we're going to get through it together. So, thank you for showing up, everyone, and I'll hand it back to you.
Thanks, Peter. I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention, Ed, we had several of the, obviously the Chamber Board they represent many businesses, but some of the surrounding businesses I see here, you have the school district from Pendergast and some of their leadership, the Holiday Inn, which is just on the other side, Joshua from Artificial Grass. So the entire business community is also here to support you in this project. At this time, if you would please welcome to the podium, Council Member Joyce Clark. She's going to say a few words. She's a tremendous advocate for the Yucca District and has worked with Ed for more than 20 years. Welcome, Councilmember Clark.
Hello, everyone. I'm just going to stand here and warm up for a minute. Who would think that you would be shivering in Arizona, right? In the morning, but right now I am pretty cold. I've been given about a minute to speak to you, so I'm going to fritter away some of your valuable time. So please bear with me as I begin to fritter. I've known Ed for about 20 years. I knew him when he was just, you know, like this tall. Someone should have told his parents that they really didn't need to give you any growth supplements in. You really didn't need them. If you didn't play basketball when you were younger, you should have. Everything that you do, Ed, has a sense of contagiousness about it. When I go to meetings with you, you are just so energetic and so full of life. And when I leave the meeting, I feel like, whoa, I could run three laps around the local track. I don't do it, mind you, but I feel like I could do it. But seriously, I want to congratulate you, Ed, and your team on the start of Cardinal's 95 and Urban 95 project. I offer my best wishes and good fortune to you because you so well deserve it. Thank you for adding another project that complements one of our city's major economic drivers, that of Westgate. So congratulations and thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Councilmember Clark. At this time, we'll invite Ed up to say a few words. who will then invite Mayor Jerry Weiers, and then I'll take back the podium to go through the order of the few dirt turnings. So Ed, please join, and the microphone is all yours, sir.
Thank you. You know, I am so damn excited to be here. That's all I can say, man. I am excited. I've gone back with Joyce for years and years and years. We started in Zanjero and worked our way through, and Jerry's over here, Jerry Moyes, and he's just a dear, dear friend, and he's, you know, Glendale resident. And it's been cool to just work with Glendale. The city has been a great asset for us to work with. We went from anywhere from the Zanjero, we were over with the Coyote mess. We had a lot of money tied up there for years and years. All the way into the arena that they're playing in. We were the funding group that was involved in all that, and so we've been really involved with this city. It has been a tremendous city. We appreciate it, and then to be able to work with the council, the chamber now, and meet them and get involved with them. John Froke has been an excellent friend and advocate over here, and I really appreciate him coming and working us through with the city and in our own. We've never built. We're funders. And so for us to come into this position as builders now has been, I'm a rookie at it, as I keep saying to Jim and everybody else, I'm a rookie. But, you know, we've always funded these things, and we've wondered, why in the heck does it take so long to get through this process? Come on. I found out the hard way. I feel like I got my master's degree from grade school now, that went from grade school to master's in 4 short years. 4 long, long years, I should say. It's been great. We appreciate everybody that's here. We appreciate the community around us, the retail, everybody that we're going to be associated with. The Cerro, all the way down to the Bidwells with the stadium and going on down into Westgate. Thank you. We look forward to it. And this is urban 95, just so there's definition, you understand. This whole 45 acres is urban 95. And the first apartments over here in the corner, we couldn't go on the property and have this groundbreaking on the property because there's a guy in a suit over here somewhere. Where's Rick? With Lumen and HUD that won't let us touch the property until it's right there with a black and white box that we can walk right through, done. And can we announce it today, done?
It's not done.
This is what I get from HUD.
Maybe Tuesday.
Maybe Tuesday?
Oh, you're talking about closing. I thought you said
yeah,
done.
Just a little closing.
There's a long distance between here and done.
Which done you talking about? You're the financier guy. I don't care about the construction. Construction's over here. He's 2 years out.
We should be closing either Friday or Tuesday.
Friday or Tuesday. It's official. So we're officially unofficial, but officially Friday or Tuesday. You know what? I'm just happy to be here. It's great. I appreciate every single one of you that are in here today and all that you're doing for us and helping us and assisting us. We want to be able to be there to assist you. God bless. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. The Mayor, we'd like to turn it over to you for a minute. I'm going to give him a nudge up.
Okay, it actually is very cold in there. So those of you standing in the sun, you got a good deal going. Some of you may not know, I live almost exactly a mile and a half straight due east from here. And grew up in Maryville since '66. I'm not going to tell you how old I was when I got here because you already figured out that I'm like born back in the 1900s. But with that said, I've watched this area. My dad used to have a very small farm and didn't have a lot of money, and so a lot of these farmers, when they would do their hay, my dad had a deal worked out with them that we would go out and we'd pick up all the broken bales of hay. And I'm pretty convinced that right in this area I picked up a lot of bales of broken hay that we would take because it was cheaper for us to do it than it was for the farmer to go back out there and try to do it himself. I've watched this area grow, and I got to tell you, any of you that's from Glendale or from the West Valley, you know over the years we've always been tagged as the Hicks from the West Valley. That people always had this impression that we didn't know what we were doing, that we weren't as good as people from the East Valley. Well, I can tell you hogwash on that, BS. Glendale's got everything that the East Valley has plus more. We've got the heart, we've got the people, the commitment, and quite honestly, if you start looking at per capita, we got some of the most wealthy people too. So anybody that thinks Glendale is second rate or not as good as the East Valley obviously doesn't understand Glendale or the commitment that we have here. This to me adds one more layer of proof that people willing to invest their money, millions of dollars, into areas to build with a luxury apartment should only reinforce what we've known for a long time. Glendale is a place people should come, that they should want to be, and we welcome, in fact, we're energized by every time that you guys make that decision to come to Glendale, to build something new, to invest your life dollars. We want to do everything we can. So your contractor, where do you go? I want to make a commitment to you. Okay, so you're going to hate me when I'm done. But your contractor is going to be the one that you're waiting on, not the city of Glendale. Pretty stout words, huh? Yeah. I'm telling you, Mike, I have a group of people committed to make sure our projects are done, that you're not waiting for us.
That's it. Let's go.
So with that said, I am so pleased, so excited that you've chosen Glendale again. I want you to keep doing that. We're very excited about this project and projects to come in this area. My wife's not overly happy about the traffic that we're getting because of our progress, but you know what? She can get over that too. Anyway, so thank you so much. This is just a wonderful day. Economic development, you're doing a good job. Ed, you know, we're so proud to have you as a partner. And it's nice to see some old faces we haven't seen in a long time. But again, anybody that thinks Glendale is second to the East Valley obviously doesn't understand our heart or our commitment. So welcome. We wish you the best of luck. From all of my council, from our citizens, we welcome you. Thank you.
I told the mayor stay up here and stay in the warm. We actually texted and planned the same shirts today, so we just made sure that we coordinated.
Not the same underwear.
And actually, I think Jim is about to hand you the keys of the tractor here in a minute.
That's what I was just gonna say. We had a commitment to get the mayor. We got to make sure the backhoe's here so he can play with it a little bit.
But, you know, for those of you that are here, just something that the mayor said that resonates. So as a Chamber of Commerce, I can't tell you how great it is to hear how committed our city is in working with the business community, and they move it along. So kudos to Kevin Phelps, our city manager, and his entire team at the city, because they truly do an amazing job. So thank you to Kevin and his team. We're going to do a couple rounds of dirt turns.